Hey kids, welcome back. It's a beautiful Saturday morning out here in out where Jesus lost his sandals, Ohio. Everything's cool. I just want to do a quickie tutorial, if you will, on how to fix a carbon fiber micro frame. This will not work for big birds, okay? The 180 and up, definitely not going to work for this. But for your micros, for little brush dudes that we break, and little brushless dudes that we break, this process actually works pretty well. If you watched my video on, what was it, the motors on this, or whatever it was, I shattered the frame. I didn't shatter it, but I broke this arm right here completely off. I hit my car that was parked, one of my cars that was parked on the side of the road out in front of the house. I hit it at full speed. Coming down from a dive or something or other, and you can watch it on one of my videos. It just completely, oh yeah, it was a battery review. I was testing batteries, and this thing was just hauling ass, and I hit my car head on or something, just took this arm right off. Didn't even splinter it, nothing but a peanut. I mean, just wiped it out. As you can see, it's no longer wiped out, and it's got just as much, actually it's stiffer. That's funny. It's stiffer than the one that didn't break, any of the ones that didn't break. This is the Aurora 100 frame. It's a good little frame, but it is a little thin, especially for the way I fly. In my head, I fly like Mr. Steel. In real life, I fly like a one-eyed potato. So we all know this. So here's how I fix these. This was such a clean break that there was no meshing for me to be able to fix it. So basically what I did was I put the two pieces together and put a little bit of hot glue on the top just to hold it in place while I'm doing the fix, okay? It's important that with these little frames, or any frame that you, if you're gonna fix a big frame, use fiberglass, and there's a whole other method to that, which I wouldn't even bother. It's easier just buy a new frame. But most of your flex on a quad comes from the bottom because you're going like this. You're not pushing down. So your flex is gonna be here, okay? So I put a little bit of hot glue on here, and then what I do is I take a Dremel tool with a wheel on here, fiber wheel, and I'll take the bottom of the arm and I'll scar it up. I'll put this on a real low speed, like that, and I'll just kind of go back and forth to scuff it up, and then I'll put a couple of ridges in it. Okay, not all the way down, not deep even, just little tiny ridges, almost like fingerprints. And I'll just keep going back and forth on it to scrape it up a little bit. And then I take an extra piece of carbon fiber. I don't have one laying around, but off of a broken quad, like for instance, if you broke one of these little guys, you can use the arm. Save these. When you trash a frame, save it, because you can use the leftovers. So let's just assume I took one of these little arms. I'll take the Dremel, I'll cut it so it's like a little splint almost, and I'll do the exact same process. I'll scuff it up like this, and then I'll put a couple little, a few little fingerprint lines in it. Then what I do, mix up some 5-minute epoxy, 7-minute epoxy, your good old-fashioned 2-part hobby store epoxy, and put it on both the arm of the quad, and you can see where I scuffed this up, and your patch piece. Then go to Lowe's or wherever and get some of these cheesy little plastic clamps, bling, 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 and clamp it down. Bam. Clamp it in 2 places if you can. I know it sounds really hillbilly, and it is, but it saves you $10, and the thing's already broken anyway. Who cares? If it works, great. If it doesn't, I've already flown this. It flies perfectly fine. You can see it's relatively level. It's very stiff. Will it hold up forever? No, not at all. But again, it was already broke. It cost me 30 cents to fix it. There's no vibration. It's actually stiffer than the other arms. It didn't add a ton of weight. I mean, sure, it added a gram or two. But you either add a gram or two and fly your quad, or don't fix it and don't fly your quad. You know what I mean? So it's just a quick little thing to do. It's very easy. I need to take my Dremel with a sanding drum and maybe grind this little extra bit down that I just now realized I didn't do. So it looks really hokey, but I can fix that. You know what? It's all about flying. So when in doubt, experiment. Try it. The shit's already broke. What are you going to do? Break it worse? Hang it. So until next time, keep shiny side up. Hope this helps some people out. Take care.